Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today we have my end of the year makeup declutter. I just have a handful of things that I pulled out that I would like to get rid of. Some of them have expired or just gone bad or dried out. A lot of them are actually still pretty new, so I'm going to be passing them on to either friends or donating them to Project Beauty Share. So let's see, I have 7 things I'm getting rid of, not a ton. I'm just going to be showing them to you. I'm not going to be doing like the full declutter where I dump everything out on the floor and like show you and go through every single product in my collection, because I'm really only getting rid of a very small percentage of the products that I own, and it would just take way too much time to do all that. I feel like I've gotten to a place with my makeup purchasing habits where I'm just not bringing in products that I don't end up liking or being able to use in some way. So I feel like my collection is pretty curated as it is, but every now and then I like to just kind of weed through things and get rid of things that I'm either not using or that I really just don't feel the need to like make work for me. And some of them, again, like sometimes things just go bad. So let's just start with the first thing right here in front of me. I'm gonna get rid of this Pixi Lid Last Shadow Pen in the shade Gentle Gold. This is a cream shadow stick. I've had it for a really long time and it's just dried out. So getting rid of it. It's unfortunate that that happened. I definitely need to, in the future with cream shadow sticks, try to make it a point to use them more quickly so that they don't dry out. I actually think this is a really nice cream shadow stick, very long wearing. It's like one of those that you put it on and it doesn't budge. Like I would have a swatch of it on my hand and then it would be on my hand for like 3 days through like washing my hands and showering and everything. It's just very long wearing. I think that this particular product is discontinued, so you wouldn't be able to get your hands on it anyway. But yeah, kind of sad to see it go because it's a nice product, but it's just not able to be used anymore. I guess while we're on the topic of eyeshadows, I'll go ahead and mention the 2 palettes I'm getting rid of. I've decided to, I feel kind of bad about this because it wasn't that long ago that I purchased these, but I've decided to declutter the Emily Edit palettes. You guys know I was actually really excited to buy these because Emily Noel is a YouTuber that I have loved for years. She's pretty much the first YouTuber I ever watched and the first person who really inspired me to enjoy makeup. And I still watch like every single one of her videos and I support her 100,000%. I just love her so much. I kind of regret buying these because they're from the brand Makeup Revolution and there really is no consensus that Makeup Revolution is cruelty-free. They are considered cruelty-free by PETA, but PETA isn't a reliable source for cruelty-free info. They are gray area on Logical Harmony, which is the cruelty-free list that I use. So I just feel like I don't really want to show these on my channel because of that, and I just feel kind of funny about it. I wish I hadn't bought them because I don't know if you guys follow Makeup Struggles, but she did a video maybe a month or so ago talking about, I think it was titled like YouTuber support. Wait, no, let me just find it and tell you. It was a really good video and I highly recommend you watch it if you are someone who buys makeup, especially makeup that is like from influencers, like influencer collabs. She did a video called Influencer Support. Support doesn't help makeup addiction and shopping habits. I'll link it below. It really spoke to me. I'm not one to buy a lot of influencer collabs as it is, but Emily was kind of an exception for me. And I feel like, I mean, I've been supporting Emily for years by watching her videos, liking her videos, commenting on her videos, recommending her to friends, talking about her on my channel. Like, I don't think I needed to buy these palettes to show my support for her. It's not to say that they're bad palettes. This is the Needs palette. It's a face palette. Well, no, it's not just a face palette. It has face products and eyeshadows. And then the Wants palette, which I was really excited about, and I do really like a lot of the colors in here. It's a really large palette and it just has, I mean, it has a great mix of shades. I just wish Makeup Revolution was like definitely cruelty-free because I just look at these and I just feel kind of uncomfortable about it. Like, why did I do that? I didn't need to buy these, you know? I just got really excited. I was really excited for Emily and I wanted to kind of take part in the excitement. But yeah, I would rather, since these are still so new to me, I haven't even used them very much. That's another thing, I just don't use them much. And it's not just because of the cruelty-free thing, it's mostly just because, I don't know, I don't really reach for face palettes that often and this eye palette is just so big. So I feel like since they're so new, I'd rather pass them on to someone who will use them and love them instead of just letting them kind of sit in my collection and collect dust. And I don't know, that's it. I feel like I just went on and on about that for a really long time. Still love Emily, still support her. If she ever did a collab with like another brand that was definitely cruelty-free, I would certainly buy it, but I don't know, I just feel kind of funny about it now. And I know I kind of explained myself when I did buy these, and explained like my reasoning for buying them, and like I feel like those were valid reasons, but now that I've thought about it more and now that they've been like sitting in my drawers for months, I'm just like, I don't know, I'd rather pass them on to someone else. So anyway, did I explain that well enough? I hope so. Okay, so moving on. The next thing I'm decluttering is the Brooke Cosmetics Pressed Foundation. This is a powder foundation. I have it in the shade Neutral 00. This is really hard, like just really hard. Just listen to this. Like it sounds like sandpaper. It's just so hard pressed in the pan that it's like almost impossible to even get anything on your brush. And so in turn, it doesn't really deliver a whole lot in the coverage area. And like that's kind of what I want a powder foundation to do for me. So I just don't really find myself using this because I don't think it's very good. So that's kind of how I felt about a lot of the Brooke Cosmetics products, which is sad because I've loved their blush for a long time, but their other products just did not deliver for me. So this, I feel like it is also still pretty new, so maybe I can find someone who would want it, or maybe I'll donate it. It's not like a total crap product, like it is usable. It's just not something that I enjoy. So I feel like life is too short to have makeup products that you don't enjoy, right? The last three things I'm getting rid of are lipsticks. So one of these is probably not a surprise. This is the Milani lipstick in Pretty Natural. This is the oldest lipstick I own. I purchased it probably 3.5 years ago. Yeah, it's really old. Maybe even more than 3.5 years ago. I know I purchased it in 2015. So the thing that I just can't handle anymore about this is the smell. I don't know, it's just so strong. It's a very strong smell, and I just don't really enjoy using it. This has been in my project pan for a couple months now. I did make some progress on it, you know, there's only like, I mean, there's still a good amount left, but I don't see myself using this up ever. I just haven't really been wanting to reach for it, so I may use this like a couple more times, but once like December 31st rolls around, I'm just gonna get rid of it because for one thing, it's really old. I don't think it's really expired, like it hasn't changed consistency, it hasn't gotten a weird smell or anything. It has the same smell it's always had, but I just don't love it enough, and I feel like I have other like sort of neutral pink shades that I can use instead. So that I feel like I'm justified in deciding to get rid of it. The last two lipsticks I'm getting rid of are actually both red lipsticks. This one is the Pacifica Devocean Deeply Devoted Natural Lipstick in the shade Firebird. This is actually a really pretty, like kind of orangey red color. I really like it, or I really like the color, but I feel like this has gone bad because when I twist it up, or like, I don't know, there's like all these little dots on the surface, and I don't know if that's just the product kind of separating, but there's just like little grainy dots on there, and I don't know, that's kind of worrisome to me. Like I feel like that didn't used to be there. So I feel like it kind of smells a little weird too, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I guess since it's a natural product, they probably don't use as many like preservatives as non-natural makeup products would have, so that's probably why I haven't had this for that long. I think I've maybe had it for like a year, but I'm not too sad to see it go. It wasn't my favorite. It kind of like feathered outside the lips. Like it didn't have great staying power, but I will miss the color. It's a really pretty color. And then the last thing I'm getting rid of, this is a Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Hexagram. This is one of their Studded Kiss lipsticks. I think this is a mini. I got this for free at a conference. So random. It hasn't gone bad, but I actually just got another lipstick that is really similar in color to this one that I'm actually wearing on my lips right now. It's the Madame Glam matte lipstick in the shade Cherry Wine. These shades are so similar, and I feel like I would rather keep the Madame Glam one. I feel like the Madame Glam one is a slightly more blue-based red. The Kat Von D is more of like a blood red, but they are so similar. They're both just like deep reds, and they're both matte. The Madame Glam one is a little bit creamier and just overall more comfortable. Also, I know that Kat Von D has become a pretty controversial brand now. This is the only Kat Von D product I own, and I feel like I'd rather just keep the Madame Glam one and pass the Kat Von D on to a friend or a family member because it's still good. It's just, I don't need two lipsticks of the same color. So I'm gonna keep the Madame Glam and get rid of the Kat Von D. So that's actually all I'm getting rid of. So not a ton, but I don't feel like it's necessary for me to get rid of a ton of products because I like most of what I have, which is a good thing. And this is kind of just a way to keep the collection curated and pass on products I'm not using and get rid of products that have gone bad and that I don't need to be using anymore. So anyway, that's it for this end of the year declutter. I hope you enjoyed and found it fun to watch. I'll probably continue doing declutters maybe every few months. That's kind of been what I've been doing. If you do want to see like more of a collection overview and declutter, I did one of those like a couple months back. There's like fuzz in the air. And so I will link that one as well if you want to see more of like a hands-on declutter, I guess. But anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.